Hello dear colleagues. Nice to meet you again. Today we'll look at another practical and effective method to teach your classes. This is the Jigsaw method. This method works for all education levels, except kindergarten. The Jigsaw method is an excellent collaborative activity where students become experts on one aspect of a topic and then they teach what they have learned to their peers. It is very effective in helping students learn and also helps to review and recap key points of a lesson. This method is suitable for all ages and all levels and can be used across all subject areas. Let me now show you step by step how to do it, and then we'll look at some examples. So the first step is that you need to assign the topics. You will need to assign the different parts of a topic to individual students or to pairs of students. For example, if your topic is the water cycle, you can assign each student one part of the water cycle to research and to become an expert on. So one student can look at evaporation, another student condensation, a third student precipitation, and so on. Or if your topic is the digestive system, each student can be assigned one part of the digestive system to research on and to become an expert on. After that, you should give them enough time to prepare. Each student or each pair will need sufficient time to study their topic and to make any notes or preparations they need in order to teach the other students. It could be that they write down key facts about their topic, draw diagrams or pictures, or prepare some sort of presentation. After this preparation stage, the next stage is for the students to teach or present what they have learned to their peers. So the students take it in turns to stand up in front of the class and to teach the other students about their part of the topic. So for example, the student who is a water cycle expert starts the lesson by teaching the other students about the water cycle. After that, the student who is the expert on condensation would stand up and teach the other students about condensation, and so on. Then after each student has presented, I recommend that you have a whole class discussion where you ask the students to summarize the main points of what they have just learned. So the expert on condensation can talk about the main points about condensation. Then the expert on precipitation can talk about the main points about precipitation, and so on. So this is an important part of the activity because it gives the students a chance to recap what they have just learned and also to elaborate on the key points of their mini presentations. And also it gives other students a chance to clarify any misconceptions they might have had. And finally, you can give feedback to the students on their presentations and on their participation in the activity. In addition, you can give the students some time to write down what they have learned during the activity. Now let's look at a few more examples of how you can use the Jigsaw method in your classroom. If you teach young learners, you can use the Jigsaw method to help them learn the names of different parts of the body. Each student can be assigned one part of the body and then they can stand up and teach the other students about their body part. They can also show the other students where that body part is. For example, one student can be assigned to teach the class about the knee and another student can be assigned to teach the class about the elbow, and so on. Another example, in a history or geography lesson, you can use the Jigsaw method to help students learn about an event or a period in history or a place. Each student can be assigned one aspect of the topic to research and to become an expert on. For example, if the topic is the American Revolution, one student can research the causes of the American Revolution, another student can research the key events of the American Revolution, and a third student can research the impact of the American Revolution, and so on. And finally, in a science lesson, you can use the Jigsaw method to help students learn about a process or a concept. Each student can be assigned one step of the process or one part of the concept to explain to the other students. For example, if the topic is photosynthesis, one student can explain what happens during the light-dependent reactions, another student can explain what happens during the Calvin cycle, and a third student can explain why photosynthesis is important for life on Earth, and so on. As you can see, the Jigsaw method is a very flexible and versatile method that can be used in many different ways. I hope you enjoyed this short lesson and that you found it useful. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching and see you soon.
Bye!